If you just wait a second and send back, so it'll be in finishes, so no problem. I don't know, I just press the buttons. Perhaps you got a different color.
Okay guys, good morning. Welcome to the briefing day 3. First of all, we have some announcement to make. Happy birthday, Axel Graf, Team Germany. And let's see if you can sing a bit. To you, happy birthday, dear Axel. Happy birthday to you. Very good. Thank you, thank you. Okay, and after that some announcement to do, some notices. So grid seats will be available every morning at the terrace of the info hut. So if you are accessing to the airfield in the morning, it should be there when grid is open. The seats are there. Then about the SMSs. Someone did not receive SMSs in this morning, maybe not either yesterday, so please cross-check the number in the competition office. But it's not only the number, because it can be the operator which just does not work with the operator, then we can't do anything with that, and there can be of course delays, but they are operator dependent of course, so always of course the official messages on the official board, and this is just a good service to provide these SMS messages. But if you want to be sure that you will deliver those messages, you can always use the prepaids. So if you buy the prepaids, that certainly works then. And then the other thing is this live streaming available on YouTube, and even this is now will be streamed all the time online in YouTube, and it's available on competition webpage. So if you didn't notice that yet, there is this link available where you can find that online stream. And then after that we go to interesting weather situation we have. Please, Jarkko.
Okay, thank you, Heikki. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Yesterday and the day before that, yesterday I got a few comments that it's quite worrying, or it looks bad that meteorologist wears rubber shoes, so the shoes are here. I'm not wearing them anymore. So let's move on for today's weather. So this is significant weather chart. Räyskälä is around here. This weakening frontal system is giving some showers today. And in this satellite radar combination, Räyskälä is marked here, and this is the weakening frontal system, which is going towards south, and some new convective line convection and showers is developing northeast from Räyskälä. And from this animation, you can see that those showers northeast from Räyskälä, they are approaching. And this is the latest radar image 10 local time 7 UTC, and after here is radar forecast for the shower area, so it is roughly at 9:30 UTC time. It's very close, and it's probable that some showers will pass over also over Räyskälä. So yes, and Heikki mentioned that there is also risk for thunder at this time. So we have to keep our eyes on that. How will that convective line develops and approaches Räyskälä? But it should also pass over pretty soon, and the air mass behind here in central Finland should be more or less not that prone to showers, although there will be some shower development also in this air mass. And I have here here is a city Jyväskylä, which is in the air mass. You can see that there is some high cloudiness, cirrus cloudiness, but also it's not very thick, but quite thin. And I have some web camera images from here from Jyväskylä. You can see that there is even halo, and indicating that it is thin ice crystal clouds. And below that, during this morning, there has been some cumulus development going on in Jyväskylä. And what we expect to happen here in Räyskälä is also that after this passage of this convective line, the weather might look pretty similar to what is it now in Jyväskylä. This is the Jokioinen sounding, morning sounding, which shows that the air parcel starting from the surface would reach quite high, so the 7 kilometers, and meaning that the showers are probable within an hour or two. And this is the Jyväskylä sounding a bit later, 6 UTC. There you can see two higher inversions around 2.5 kilometers, and another in 4 kilometers. And these inversions probably make the air mass a bit stable, so that the clouds won't probably reach the shower or thundery phase. And this is the meteogram for Räyskälä today, so showing that the precipitation amount could be quite big, but as I said, we don't expect that showers will be that severe. And after the passage of the showers or thunders, there will be just higher level cloudiness, and probably some cumulus development below the high cloudiness. Okay, and as you can see also here in wind, the wind direction, they are at the beginning northerly winds, but they will turn to the northeast and strengthening a bit. Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Jarkko. So it's a bit tricky today. Let's see how it goes, and that's why we have set AETs. Our A tasks, they are towards the east, and 2.5 hours for club class and 2 hours for standard class, and 2.5 hours for the 20-meter class, because the task is a little bit longer there. So A tasks, they are pretty much in the same area and to the eastward, and then we have B tasks which are to the west. And the B tasks will be delivered now during the briefing or immediately after the briefing into the lockers, so you will get those there.
On the task sheets for standard class and 20 meters class, they are now not listed the start line clauses. It's just the club class task sheet. So is it for everybody or?
Yeah, there shouldn't be start line closing in any of those task sheets, but there is in club class task sheet. Unfortunately, there is this start line closure, so we will share the new task sheet for the club class. But so there is no start line closure. And then B tasks, so they are in use only when announced by the competition director, and we will always take those signatures by the team captains if the B tasks will be announced. And as I said, they are now just sharing those B tasks there, so they will be available there. But most probably the B task for the club class is also error nose, so that will be reviewed as well. Okay, launches today. Runway 30 in use, like we already had in one of our official training days, and you already know pretty much the procedures here. So 2 parallel grids there already set, and the car parking here in this green area. So what you did in one of those official days, you did park here, which was okay, but you didn't move the cars into this area when the grid goes by. So please take that into account, and when you park there, leave your keys there, that anyone can then move your car out of there, and keep a certain distance from grid as well, so not too close to grid. And let's keep this open, this area here. And then the tow planes, they are landing to 08 here. And for the relaunches, like it was also in official training, for the relaunches, 08 left in use. So this red indicated area here, this is only and only for tow planes landing. So tow planes are using this. So gliders for relaunching, they use only 08 left and nothing else. And please, if you need to land, please leave the runaway wagon, roll off from the runway after the landing at the end of the roll. And then just a reminder of the release areas. So these are the release areas I have announced in the local procedures, and we have shared these figures now for the 20-meter class pilots because they have those self-launchers, so they should know where are these exactly, and of course anyone else as well. And we are then announcing the release area just after the launches start, so that's how it goes. And finish, 3-kilometer finish ring in use like a normal procedure, and there is a minimum altitude which is also stated here in the task sheet. And then just a reminder of how you should fly after that, after you cross the finish ring. And then the finish in use is 08. So the direct landing to 08, or then if you have a lot of energy or height, you do the circuit to 1, 2. And please keep in mind that you need to stop before this red line indicated here, so you don't disturb the direct landings to 08. Any questions? No? Okay, briefing completed, closed. Let's see in the grid then. Have a nice day. Have a nice flight.
Piirsin tämmöisen kaaviokuvan tätä hommaa varten. Siirryt pikkuhetkeksi, minä näen tuon tiknin tuolta. Toimiiks tämä? Näet sä tämän? Hyvä juttu. Noniin, ota vaan paikka. Saako aloittaa? Huomenta purjelentomaailma. Good morning gliding world. Heikki, contest director. Today you set the assigned area task. So there is at least little hope for the weather. How do you describe it today?
Weather situation is really tricky because it's a convective, and then we have this frontal region which is affecting we have a lot of cloudiness basically there already. It's a moist and prone for convection. So it's tricky, but there is a hope that we will fly today.
Some minor chances for flying.
That's right.
And that's why the grid on the runway is open and people seem to be very active today here. That's a good sign of life at least.
We want to keep them active. That's
could you please tell a little bit about the idea of this assigned area task? Here there's some kind of a draft of the task. I think Kim can have it in the camera, but can you tell what it means?
Yeah. So basically the start line is always default. So there is a start line, and then for this kind of task types there are these kind of assigned areas. Instead of just a certain turning point where the pilot is flying, we have these kind of areas. So when the pilot is flying the task, the idea is that he goes to area 1 and then the area 2 and then finish. Or there can be plenty of areas. This is just an example. There can be more than 2. And then there is a minimum time for tasks you should spend there. So that's typically 2-3 hours. And you should adjust your flight that you will stay there at least the minimum time you are there, because your speed is calculated
according to
that time.
Okay.
Yes. And then basically you set your flight, of course, according to weather. And this is exactly because now, for example, we have a situation that we don't know exactly where the convective development is actually initiated and where the showers will be. So it gives a little bit more options for the pilot that where he should go, instead of that there is only one certain turning point where he should
So you
go.
give the pressure to the pilot and the tactical decision to the pilot. He can go here or to the very end, or then slip out from the very first of the area. Okay.
So it gives a lot of tactical options for the pilot, that how he is going to fly. But then at the end it's a speed task at the end. So average speeds they are calculated for all the pilots, and the fastest will win anyway.
And who is the winner of the day in this kind of task?
So winner is who flew in this completing the minimum time and having the fastest speed. For example, of course, then the longest distance as well completed in the minimum.
So the fastest guy of the day is the winner.
That's
and you have this kind of task option for all 3 classes today?
That's right, yes, because there is no basically any chance to give the racing task, which is then the other option, which is then defined by the turn points only. So that's how it is.
When do you expect to start today the launches?
Well, our first launch is now set to be noon, but that's probably too early because it seems that the weather is not going to develop that quickly that we could have a certain, sufficient crowd pace for the competition flying and the toes. So it will be delayed, but hopefully early afternoon we can start launches because anyway it takes a little bit more than 1 hour to launch all the gliders into the air, and after that they can only start for the task. So we start as soon as possible.
We heard we have also spectators from Finland, then we will continue a few words in Finnish. Vieressä on kilpailujohtaja Heikki Pohjola. Tänään on ensimmäisen kerran tässä kilpailuaikana mahdollisuus päästä lentämään, jotenka tuo lähtöryhmitys on nyt auki. Tehtävälaput on jaettu ja täällä briefing-hallissakin käy melkoinen kuhina pitkästä aikaa. Kyllä. Tämän päivän tehtävänimike on tuommoinen hieman erikoisempi, nopeustehtävä käännealueiden kautta. Kerrotko lyhyesti, mitä tällainen AAT-tehtävä tarkoittaa?
Kyllä, eli erona semmoiseen perinteiseen nopeustehtävään, missä pilotti lentää määrättyjen käännepisteiden kautta, on nyt, että pilotti lentää sen tehtävän tämmöisten käännealueiden kautta. Ja käännealueilla on tietty koko, ne voi olla eri kokoisia, niitä voi olla useita, ja pilotin tehtävänä on käydä jokaisella näillä käännealueilla ja lentää siellä tehtävässä määrätty aika. Esimerkiksi tänään nyt meillä on 2,5 tunnin aika esimerkiksi tässä kerholuokassa määrätty, mikä heidän pitäisi lentää tuolla taivaalla. Eli he lentää sen 2,5 tuntia minimissään ja sitten suunnittelee sen lennon niin, että he lentää sinne parhaan sään alueelle, koska se tietysti antaa sitten sen parhaan nopeuden sille pilotille, koska myös tässä tehtävätyypissä se nopein pilotti voittaa.
Aivan.
Eli se antaa sille pilotille taktisia mahdollisuuksia suunnitella sitä lentoa sen sään mukaan enemmän kuin tämmöisellä perustehtävällä, missä lennetään käännepisteiden kautta.
Niin juuri ei ole ihan niin paljon sillä sattumalla sijaa, eli niin, voidaan kyllä löytää sitä keliä tänne tai johonkin toiselle alueelle sitä käännealuetta.
Kyllä. Ja tämä tehtävätyyppi on juurikin tehty tällaiseen tilanteeseen, missä meidän säätilanne on epäselvä, eli meillä ei ole selvää, että voiko se ohjaaja pilotti lentää kilpailija lentää tietylle käännepisteelle. Tämmöisen käännepisteen kokohan on vaan 500 metriä, eli se säde, yhden käännepisteen sylinterin säde on vaan 500 metriä, eli se on hyvin pieni alue tämmöisellä normaalilla nopeustehtävällä.
No paljonko sulla on tämän päivän tehtävissä esimerkiksi tämä käännealueen säde tyypillisesti?
Se on 20 kilometriä.
Aivan, eli se on 40 kilometriä halkaisijalta, se antaa jo paljon mahdollisuuksia.
Joo. Ja se on juuri tehty siihen, että nyt esimerkiksi kun meillä syntyy esimerkiksi kuurosateita, niin voi olla, että ne olisi tämän käännepisteen päällä, mutta silti jossakin osassa tätä isoa käännealuetta on ihan lennettävää säätä, eli silloin se ohjaaja voi lentää sinne käännealueelle, missä säätä on.
Sen lisäksi, että olet tällä kertaa kilpailujohtajana, olet itsekin meteorologi. Minkälainen näppituntuma sinulla tästä päivästä nyt sitten on, että lennetäänkö tänään?
No ongelmaksi tänään syntyy se, että meillä on toi säärintama tuossa vielä tässä Etelä-Suomen päällä, mikä vaikuttaa myös meidän säähän, joka pitää tämän ilmamassa hyvin kosteena ja siinä on paljon pilveä. Eli vaikkakin aurinko nyt pääsee lämmittämään tämän rintaman takapuolella sen yläpilven läpi, niin silti se ilma on kostea, eli se tarkoittaa sitä, että kumuluspilvien alarajat, joita sinne kehittyy, niin jää aika alhaisiksi. Eli ensimmäiseksi me lähdetään nyt sitä kyttäämään, että saadaanko me tähän tarpeeksi pilvirajaa. Aivan. Ja sitten toiseksi, että syntyykö sitä säätä tarpeeksi isolle alueelle, että kilpailutehtävä voidaan suorittaa.
Niin, kyllä, kun tähän Räyskälän taivaalle yksistään pitää mahtua 99 purjekonetta.
Kyllä, joo, se on aika haaste.
Kiitoksia kilpailujohtaja Heikki Pohjola. Nyt jäädään sitten jännittämään. This is World Gliding Championships Räyskälä 2014. My name is Juha Silvenoinen. See you at tomorrow. Thanks.
Thank you.